Hello everyone, I am Bobby Black from the Unsquared Circle bringing you another Smackdown review. As the quest for Grumpy Cheeto continues, I still will be bringing you the Smackdown reviews on a weekly basis. I'd like to thank my new subscribers, which is Dre Taurus 540. I'd also like to thank people who left comments on my video last week, which was Zamario, Grim Wrestling Show, Mr. Fudge Bucky, Howard the Man, RKO'd You, Randy Orton Fan HD, DW Squirtle, and Largest 85. Thank you guys for commenting. I love for all of you guys to leave your comments in the comment box because I want to hear your opinions. Whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me, whether you think I'm an idiot, let me know. Just back it up. That's all I ask. I'm not afraid to debate with people, but I'm not going to tell anyone they're wrong. So, I mean, unless it's a fact and they are wrong. But I'm not going to really kill anyone on their opinion. Much. Anyway, I'd like to tell everyone to go to WrestlingRevolution.com, the epic center for all your wrestling needs. Alright, enough of that BS. Let's jump into SmackDown.
Get ready for the Smackdown! Get ready for the Smackdown! How you gonna react when you're put on your back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the Smackdown!
This week's SmackDown is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We kick off the show with The Game coming out, and he's gonna take the reins of SmackDown and make some changes and address some issues and blah 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 like that. So Triple H comes out and he talks about the WWE and World Title picture. Christian interrupts him and comes out, and then Christian says, you know, you need to. I want to work really closely with you. You need to work really closely with your World Heavyweight Champion. Triple H says, no, I don't. Vince ran things differently. I'm running things now, and I run them much different. And so basically Triple H said, you know, that McMahon understood the fact that you had to come out and interrupt somebody and, you know, to step on some toes to get ahead, but Triple H isn't that way. Triple H wants you to, Triple H takes that as an insult, interrupting him. So Christian basically got on the CCOs? I don't know what his title is, but gets on his bad side early on. So, nice going, Christian. Anyway, so next we, so the Triple H basically gets teed off. Christian makes his Randy Orton match. He makes a match with him and Randy Orton at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it's a no disqualification, no holds barred match. Then R-Truth comes out for some random reason. He just rambles on, and he says he's a man of action. I have no idea. Triple H then announces that there will be R-Truth versus Orton tonight, and Christian versus Jomo next. Oh, but wait, we have a backstage promo when we come back from break, and it's Triple H and Teddy Long walking in the back, and then Teddy thanks Triple H for coming. Then Zack Ryder walks up and says, bro, man, I got some ideas. I got some awesome, you know, things that I want to run by. He's like, man, Triple H is like, you come to me 15 times per day with ideas. I have an idea. I'm going to make you the assistant general manager to Teddy Long. So now, Zack Ryder, woo, 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 you know it, bro, is the assistant general manager of SmackDown. Thank goodness they're giving Zack Ryder TV time. I mean, I'm hoping they'll give him match time eventually, but TV time is better than nothing, or what he's been getting right now, which is YouTube time. And his show is very entertaining, and I think it should be featured on WWE.com, possibly having a segment even on SmackDown, like, you know, the Carlitos Cabana or Jericho's highlight reel. I think Zack Ryder would do really well with that. Alrighty, so now we finally go to the first match of the night, which is Christian versus Jomo, the returning Jomo. I gave this 2 out of 5 Black Rangers only because it was an okay match. I wouldn't say it was match of the night, but it wasn't the return I picture for John Morrison. I was kind of hoping for something more. I mean, I know he technically came back on Raw, but this is his return match, and it's on SmackDown, which I like because I want Jomo on SmackDown, but he just kind of jobbed out to Christian. What happened was, in the end, was Jomo was going for it wasn't even that impressive of a match. You could tell Jomo was very rusty. I didn't mute my phone. Anyway, so Jomo tries to go for a Starship Pain, and then Christian moves out of the way, and then Christian hits the Unprettier for the win. As I said, not a very impressive match. Or, I'm sorry, not Unprettier, a kill switch. Alright, so next we go to a promo in ring, which is Wade Barrett, where he says that he came from Britain to America to win money. He didn't come to, appease the fans. He came to America to earn money. Daniel Bryan comes out and he says that he's going to main event WrestleMania 28 and blah, 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 blah. Barrett slaps him, and then Daniel Bryan puts him in the LaBelle lock and he taps. Okay, so this is kind of going to be led off by another little rant I'm going to have in a little bit, so I'll just save that. But keep Daniel Bryan and Wade Barrett in the back of your mind at the moment, okay? Next we go to a backstage segment with Mark Henry, where Zack Ryder says that he has an opponent for him. And then Mark Henry says, "You should thank your assistant. He just saved your life." Or something like that. Next we have actually a really good video promo of Justin Gabriel, and showing him returning to his home in South Africa, which I really like. I mean, I like these promos where they kind of show these guys in their hometowns, so I think this was a great video promo. This is not a waste of time, is what I'm saying, basically. There's a lot of it tonight. Second match of the night is AJ, Natalya, and Caitlyn versus Fox, Tamina, and Rosa for like the 18th billionth time in some other different order. I give this 2 out of 5 Pink Rangers. This was not that impressive. The only impressive part was when Natalya and Tamina started off, which was a great power versus power mix. But it really just, I don't know. It just didn't impress me all that much. Fox and AJ were in the end, and then Fox hit the axe kick on AJ for the win. So really wasn't that impressive of a match. I gave it 2 just because Alicia Fox, Tamina, and Natalya are actually good wrestlers at this point. Rosa, AJ, and Caitlyn are not. Match 3, and I don't even think Rosa and Caitlyn got in the match. I don't think so. I might be wrong, but I don't even think so. Next we go to the third match of the night, which is Mark Henry versus Jobber Extraordinaire, Bobby Howard. I give this 1 out of 5 Alpha 5s. This was an epic squash match. Zack Ryder had to come out and get the guy in the ring. The guy was like 185 pounds wet. I mean, this guy had to be like Rey Mysterio size, because Zack Ryder was pretty much towering over him. Anyway, epic squash match. I give Howard props because he took a huge, he took 2 massive World's Strongest Slams, and then he took a nasty front backbreaker. I mean, it was just, it looked like it hurt a lot, and Mark Henry got the pin because he was basically going to eat him. In the middle of the World's Strongest Slams, Booker T had his famous quote of the night.
"Somebody get some A1 sauce in here, please."
Someone get the A1 sauce? So you're going to make a Mark Henry eating the guy joke. Basically a fat joke. Right. Alright, so Henry basically wants to break the leg of the kid, and Teddy Long runs out faster than I've ever seen Teddy Long run in my life. And he gets in the ring, he tells Mark Henry he can't do this, he can't let him compete anymore. Then Sheamus comes out, and Sheamus says he'll face Henry, and then these two have a stare down. Sheamus, I think Sheamus grabs, I kind of was in and out throughout this promo, but Sheamus grabbed a chair, he had a chair, and he was fending off Mark Henry, and it was just like, what? Now, here's my beef with this. It's not that I don't think that Mark Henry and Sheamus can have, oh, by the way, this is a fast-track face turn for Sheamus. As Grimm has been talking and talking and talking about Sheamus is turning face, this is just epic proof, because the crowd was chanting Sheamus during this. But, what was going on here was, what my beef with this is it's not that I'm not a fan of the Mark Henry Sheamus angle. I just want to know what happened to the Sheamus Barrett angle. I mean, I was totally stoked for a Sheamus Barrett feud, and they're just like, well, now we're gonna put Mark Henry and Sheamus, and then we're gonna put Daniel Bryan and Wade Barrett. What? You just spent the past couple weeks building up this feud with Daniel Bryan, or with Sheamus and Wade Barrett. I've liked it. It's been a great build-up, and you just scrap it and go for 2 different feuds. It didn't make too much sense to me, really. I really hope this isn't the direction the new booking is going, because it's like TNA. You don't know what's going on from week to week. Whoever's in a feud. Sorry. So anyway, alright, sorry y'all, I had to cut it for a second there. Alright, so next we have the 4th match of the night, which is David Otunga and Michael McGillicuddy versus the Usos. this is a tag team title match. This is the match of the night. And that is pretty much saying, not that these guys can't go in the ring, but this is kind of showing why this match is going to get the rating it's going to get. It was 3 out of 5 Yellow Rangers, and it was a pretty good tag match, just not a good title match. Like, if this was a non-title match for whatever, then, you know, for F's sake, I mean, you know, that would have been fine, but it wasn't a good title match. I think they should have given a title match more time and more chutzpah. Alright, anyway, so we go backstage after that match. Oh, by the way, what happened in the end of the last tag title match was Otunga knocked one of the Usos off the top rope. He hit the rope on the side, and McGillicuddy hit his neck breaker and pinned him. So, New Nexus is still the tag champs. Yay! Backstage we had Teddy and Zack Ryder, and Zack Ryder made a match. Big Zeke Jackson versus Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase. Priceless 2.0. So yeah. Next up we have a backstage segment with R-Truth. He's just crazy. I mean, they're just playing up the crazy angle. Fifth match of the night, which is Big Zeke versus Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes in the handicap match. I gave this 2 out of 5 Red Rangers. It was what it was. It served its purpose, but nothing past that, really. I wouldn't say that this was some great... I mean, Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase double-teamed Zeke Jackson until Cody Rhodes hit a crossroads and got the win. I mean, there was, as I said, nothing great about this match. The 3 guys worked well together. It was a handicap match. Okay, I'm going to call this my VIP box promo, which is Jinder Mahal and the Great Khali have been up in the what are the VIP boxes up in the upper stands or whatever. I can't remember what they're called, but they've been up there the whole time since Jinder Mahal's apparently a big roller, and so they cut this promo in Indian. And yes, I know, Zam, I'm probably not saying the nationality right, but then correct me in the comments, I guess. But it's either Indian or Asian, that they're supposed to be. Zam always corrects me on it, because he's racist against Americans. Anyway, so that was it. It really didn't do anything. I just want these two to be a tag team, so we have another tag team competing on SmackDown. Anyway, so we go to the main event, the 6th match of the night, which is Randy Orton versus R-Truth. R-Truth hit Randy Orton with a water bottle. Randy Orton went crazy. R-Truth had a nice, that vertical suplex into a stunner thing. That was pretty cool. And Orton hit R-Truth with a steel chair and got disqualified. I gave this match 1 out of 5 Green Rangers. This was a terrible... Well, it was a decent... It was building to an okay match, but then it just ended abruptly, and Orton went crazy, and he started beating R-Truth with the chair, and then he RKO'd Truth on the commentary table twice, and it didn't break. What the heck's the point of a commentary table if it doesn't break? And I don't know. It just didn't... I don't know. So I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. It wasn't an awful match, but really didn't do anything for anything, really. It just showed that Orton's going crazy. Well, we know that. Heck, we should just have a conversation between Orton and R-Truth, and we'd see they're both going crazy. Anyway, what did I give the night as a whole? 1 out of 5 Blue Rangers. I did not really... It was kind of hard for me to sit through tonight's SmackDown. I really hope that this is not the angle that Triple H and the new SmackDown creative is going, because I don't like it. The wrestling was piss poor. Half the guys on the card tonight were, well, I don't want to say half, but some of the guys on the card tonight were Raw guys, whereas you got plenty of SmackDown talent that needs to get on TV, like Trent Beretta, maybe. I don't know, there's more. I haven't seen them in so long that I don't even know who they are anymore. I'm hoping that Zack Ryder gets drafted, officially gets drafted to SmackDown, so we can actually have some more TV time. I'm hoping Jomo comes back to be officially on SmackDown's roster. R-Truth needs to okay, so I guess that wraps it up for this week's SmackDown. I am Bobby Black from the Unsquared Circle in affiliation with WrestlingRevolution.com, and I'll see you next week.